Okay, guys, I've had a lot of questions about dreams, so let's talk about dreams for a minute. Uh, Dreams are really, there's lots and lots and lots of reasons why people have dreams. Okay, so let's get that out of the way first. So, again, when you're going to 5D, I want you all to hear me as I say over and over again that you have to start trusting yourself. You're going to have to start listening to that little voice inside of you. And I don't mean the one that starts talking to you and rationalizing, and that's the mind and the ego. We don't want to talk to those guys. We don't want to listen to them. I want you to listen to that instant instinct and see if you can identify which is which is that instinct and which is ego. Okay? And that's the trick, and you need to start doing that a lot. So dreams can be your your subconscious human self talking to your conscious self to tell it something. It can be, from that perspective, it could be something in the future, some kind of trigger or warning, or heads up, this is coming in a good way or bad. It depends upon your intention. So, let's say you state an intention and you say, okay, I want to know, we'll do this for women, we talk about this a lot. I want to know when the perfect guy for me is coming, is there, whatever. Then you might have a dream about this guy. Okay, that's one way that the subconscious and the conscious will talk to each other. Now, you can have any of the parts of you that are a part of you that can get together and talk to each other in dreams. They can talk to you in dreams, so your higher self could talk to you in a dream. And one of your pub friends could talk to you in a dream. Aliens can talk to you in dreams. Past lives, if you've been human, or if you've been physical in another creation or another place, those can come in dreams. Your fears, just flat out your fears, will come out in dreams. A lot of people, including me, I don't have dreams because when I'm asleep, I go somewhere else. I've got a whole nother life when I'm asleep that I do when I'm asleep here. The majority of the entity that is me, I go do something else somewhere else on another, let's say, plane. It does have to do with Gaia, and it is kind of a rebalancing of divine masculine and divine feminine on the planet, and that's what I do in my sleep. So occasionally I'll catch a glimpse of that whenever I wake up that will look and feel like a dream. So in other words, what I'm saying here is, when you have a dream, I think it's an old thing, and I think it's a good thing if you do dream and you're curious about your dreams, then keep a notebook and pen and pencil next to your bed. And I would suggest pen and pencil, not your phone, not your iPad, because that energy will transfer into your hand and into the pencil, into the paper, and it can sometimes transfer easier. Now, if you disagree and you get that energy through typing on your phone or iPad, then go right ahead. Do what is best for you. Okay? But then write down the dream or whatever it is that you had. Write it down as soon as you wake up. And then when you really wake up, go back and read it. Feel into it. Feel into it. Don't make any judgments at first. Now, a lot of times when our higher self, pub friends, even aliens, are trying to communicate with us because they don't speak English, they don't speak Earthling in any way, they will use vibrations, and you will translate those vibrations the best that you know how, as close as you know how. So that's how things come up, where you actually see one thing but it means another. But really, a lot of times only you will know that. So yeah, you can have people that read dreams and it's frequently this means this, or frequently that means that, but that doesn't mean that that will be true for you. So it's very important that you learn to read those dreams yourself and get the messages that you want to get to you sorted out, okay? It's like everything that I say, I'm going to be encouraging you to do things yourself, to not go to a healer. I want you to heal yourself. Now, I'm still a big believer in herbal medicines, aromatherapy, and crystal rock work, because I use all of those things to help me in being here. But I do it with their help. They don't do it and I pay them. You know, I don't go to a healer and get healed of any kind. New age, old age, whatever. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. If you've got a physical condition and you need to seek help of a doctor, then go seek help from a doctor. I'm not saying that. But if you are out of the game, then I have successfully been able to take care of myself physically with these other things helping me. But that's just my way. So, when it comes to dreams, there's so many different reasons for them, okay? So, rather than ask somebody else, really write that thing down the next day, read it again, feel for your instincts, and you can ask for help. Ask for help to clarify. So, say, hey guys, don't really get this. What were you trying to say? Where did this come from? And then wait, and you'll either have a knowing, or those things will make sense, or they'll send you a new message. Okay? Now, the same thing is true. I'm going to go ahead and put in numbers here too, because numbers are very similar too. In 3D, 4D, there's been a lot of dividing, a lot of use of different kinds of languages to describe and understand the world around you. So that's divine geometry, mathematics, all kinds of physics, just human language in general, music, dance, all kinds of things. All kinds of things. These are all languages. All of them are individual languages to try to sort out and explain how things work. So, if you, 4D is going to sort through a bunch of these languages and introduce you to many, many, many more. So, and how they work and how they play and how you can see how things work. Now, I kind of went past all that, because I just read vibrations, period. And so I'm not looking for an explanation as to how I got to reading the vibrations. I just do. So if you want to know about how numerology works or whatever, then there are lots of people on YouTube that will talk to you about that. But from my side, I'm heading to 5D, and I don't need any of those languages anymore. And the other thing is if you're seeing combinations of numbers, and I think I've said this in another video, but if you're seeing combinations of videos, 1111, 1241, there's a whole bunch of them, but whatever, if you see these numbers flashing over and over, more than likely those are to trigger a part of your memory to remember. It's trigger for you to do something, But nowadays, if you're talking to me or listening to me, probably those number combinations are to trigger a memory to get you out of amnesia. Because really, that's what we're doing right here. As we go through 4D, I'm trying to help you get over your trauma, which a lot of people have had, and I'll go into that in another video, why starseeds frequently have trauma in their childhood. So, but a lot of people that I'm seeing here on my channel, so it looks like that's going to be my gig, is I'm talking to a lot of starseeds, and a lot of starseeds that have been traumatized as a child, or even as an adult, and they're trying to go home. So, most of the time when a long-term human comes on, they're usually not very happy. They're going to fight this rapid pace through 4D because they want to stay in 3D. And what I will continue to say is then stay in 4D. I think that probably if you've been a long-term human and you've been on this planet for thousands and thousands of lifetimes, you've probably been in this creation for, oh my gosh, long time. Well, then it would make sense. The question is whether or not you stay with Gaia, or whether or not you are experiencing the vibrations. So, long-term humans, 3D, 4D people, that's what will be the interesting thing to watch. If the humans want to stay with Gaia in her path, then 5D is the way to go, because that's where she is, and is almost out of 4D. So she's already got a good portion of her in 5D. So if your game is to stay with Gaia, then you're going to follow what I have to say. If your game is just to experience the vibrations, then definitely 4 is the place to stay in, because it's so full, it's so big, and it's so full of a great many experiences. So that's what the numbers mean, especially to anybody that's listening to my channels. So try to go within. If you see them and you've got the opportunity to just kind of take a couple minutes to close your eyes and meditate for a second and ask. I've done that because I've had them, and for me it was like flash, 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 oh, yeah. So it was a remembering of what I had already remembered after I died, but it was just, for me, it was to accentuate that aspect for my personal life. So that's my perspective on both the numbers and, yeah. Okay. Alrighty, guys, it's early in the morning, so I'm going to get a cup of tea and wake up, and let's have a great day today, and huge hugs to everybody, energy to everybody, and I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.